awesome piece. Hey everybody, I'm Nathan.
I'm Josh.
And we are the brothers from Brick System Brothers. Today we are starting our HUWTAP episode, which stands for Hold Up, What's That Awesome Piece? And we are just going to take a look at part number 3001, the 2x4 brick. So Josh, tell them more.
This 2x4 brick appears in 2,569 sets. The biggest set that it appears in is the set number 10256, reissued Taj Mahal from 2017. It is one piece more than the old Taj Mahal from 2008.
So that's only the biggest because it has one extra piece from the old one. So all this data is from Bricklink, which is an online resource for Lego. It's a lot of buy and sell, but there's also all of this kind of interesting details and yeah, just stuff you wouldn't know right off the top of your head. Pretty good resource. This is also, I think, only covering the redesign for the 2x4 brick with thinner walls, and then there's also the original thick wall 2x4 brick, and then before that, the original Lego automatic binding brick 1949 piece is also considered in a separate category. And if you add all those together, that's going to be probably in more sets than any other piece. Probably, maybe the 2x2 brick. I think I'm safe in saying that. Anyways, Josh and I gathered up a few of our 2x4 collections to kind of display these here. What I've got is some interesting colors. These two blues I just picked up at Legoland in December. This teal and violet I've had on hand. Those are kind of vintage. They just brought back the teal from in the Diner, Elves, and now also Lego Movie 2 sets I just saw. And down here I've got these modified. They've got some holes in the side for their wheel kits. And then on this side I just have a little comparison of the old version and new version of the brick. So I'll take a closer look at those in a bit. What do you got for yours, Josh?
I found out that I do not have very many colors in my collection. I think I should probably add to that. And then I have this nice, probably from 1990s, clear brick because it still has the circles in the middle.
Yeah, and you know, just a quick look at the bottom of your brick, you'll be able to see a difference. Thin versus thick wall. The thicker one is a constant thickness all the way around, and then the thin one has little bump outs for that clutch to grab onto those studs when it's placed on top of another brick. So take a look at your 2x4 bricks. You might notice that if you haven't before.
And that does change the value.
Yeah, a little bit. The thick wall are older by default, so that's probably worth a little more, depending on the condition as well. But yeah, that's something else I wanted to get into. With this part, 3001, there was a test. The Borg Warner factory in Grangemouth, Scotland, was supplied with a Lego mold in the 1970s, so they could test a new type of plastic. And through those tests, Lego ended up using the ABS plastic that they use today. But before that, they used a different kind, and they wanted to figure out, okay, what can we use that will make these more durable, better brick overall. So they sent these molds off to various companies, and in Grangemouth, Scotland, the Borg Warner Company employees ended up mixing some of the plastic colors and creating these marbled 2x4 bricks. There are not very many of these in the world. You can still find a couple out there, mostly in Scotland, of course. They've popped up on Bricklink, eBay, and they're selling for over $50 a brick. So that's pretty valuable, pretty collectible as well. I would really like to get my hands on one someday. Kind of more of a looking for an opportunity, not looking to buy one right now per se. But yeah, I think they're really beautiful. That marbling property means each one is unique, so you're not going to get any two that are the same. They did different color combinations, like a red and a yellow combination, blue and white. I'm going to throw up a couple pictures, take a look at those. I could look at these all day. They're so pretty. Yeah, you ever think you'd buy a Grangemouth brick, Josh?
For how much they are, probably not.
Wait for a sale or something?
Maybe if I found one on the ground, I'd take it.
If I found any Lego.
Any
on the
Lego
ground,
on
I'd
the
take
ground,
it.
I'd take it.
I've heard of people finding these in like flea markets and garage sales. Probably does not happen very often. If you live in Scotland, if you live close to Grangemouth, look around. You might find some. We do not, so we probably won't find any anytime soon. But that's a pretty cool thing. I think that is only with the 2x4 brick because that is the mold that those companies were supplied with. And again, that's only the Borg Warner company that I know of actually produced these. They didn't exactly get Lego's permission, so I think that was one of the reasons they got their mold taken away. Was someone brought a marble brick into Lego headquarters and was like, "Hey, where can I get more of these?" And they're like, "Oh, those aren't supposed to exist." So, anyways, pretty limited, collectible, rare, whatever you want to call it. I think they're pretty cool. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why we wanted the first episode of HUWTAP to be the 3001 2x4. Not the coolest piece out there in terms of functionality or buildability, uniqueness even, but it's got some history. It's got some iconic Lego imagery with it. They used it in their system logo. I mean, all around, if I say Lego, you're probably going to think of this piece in your head. I know I do. Even like without the Lego studs on it, if you just had a red 2x4 with the bumps on it, that's instantly recognizable. So yeah, that's our first episode of HUWTAP. We're going to be making a lot more of these with some really interesting parts coming up. We have found quite a few beauties over the years, and we've got a lot in store. So